Fortnite OG Season 4 has been out for almost a week now, and the community has been wondering, is this OG season perfect? This is a little series I enjoy doing with every season to see how close it actually is to being like the original season. And the real question, did they make it better than the original Chapter 1 Season 4? The way we'll be ranking these is by gameplay, graphics, and cosmetics to truly see if it lives up to the hype. Let's get right into it. Yo, what's going on, guys? If you're new here, my name is Tricky. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to use code TRICKYS, TRICKYS, in the Fortnite item shop to help me fund more of my giveaways, which are also linked in the description down below. And guys, let's get to talking. Is Fortnite OG Season 4 perfect? Now, personally, and I've said this in a few of my previous videos, I've been absolutely loving Fortnite OG Season 4, and I've also been loving the teases of the event that we will be getting very soon in the near future. Everything feels super pristine and precise about this game mode, which is what I want to get into first, the gameplay. Even though we don't have most of the gun models back and there are still some items from the older seasons, I still think the gameplay is top tier. One of the items I love having back are the hop rocks. It's nice to have a different style of movement that we didn't have in Season 1, Season 2, or even Season 3. We did have launch pads and impulses, but now with the hop rocks, you can intertwine them with both. If you pop a hop rock and jump on the launch pad, you fly much further, along with the impulses. If you use a hop rock, then use an impulse, it's almost like a shockwave grenade. I think it's just so much better for movement and rotation, which is what we're getting into next, the rifts and the zip lines. A lot of people say, well, it's not OG, it wasn't in the original Chapter 1 seasons. And yes, I do agree with you, but at the same time, it's so much nicer being able to get around the map easier. And keep in mind as well, the rifts and the zip lines are mostly meant for zero build players. Just in my opinion, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, especially in fighting. Also, another thing that I've noticed is that the performance is so much better on PC, which I think is one of the #1 reasons why the gameplay is so good this season, especially if you're playing on PC. I feel like I'm getting so much more frames. I can play with higher graphic settings on to truly enjoy the OG experience. Another thing that I really enjoy about the OG experience as well is that there are a lot less bots now. I truly enjoy fighting real players, and it feels like there's a true surprise whenever I fight someone. I don't know if they're going to be absolutely terrible at the game, or I don't know if they're going to be the best player on earth. But let's say you don't want to fight real players. You might want bots in your game. We are actually getting a casual game mode for this very soon, and this could be the mode just for you. If you want to learn more information about it, it's on the info card up above, or it'll be at the end of this video. But knowing that we won't have any bots in the game mode at all very soon makes me want to play the game mode so much more now, because I feel like there's actually a reason to grind. Another thing that makes me want to play the game mode so much more is Dusty Divot. It makes it feel like there's more character to the map, and it feels like there's a lot more places to land as well. Listen, the Meteor, it was a huge event for Dusty Divot, but it did change a lot around the map. Like I stated earlier with the hop rocks, it's nice to have little meteor site locations where you can just pick up a hop rock and it can make you move much quicker. It feels like there's a certain aesthetic or character to the map, and I think knowing the lore of Season 4 as well, mostly with the rocket event, makes it 10 times better to know there's a true reason to play OG. Overall, with the gameplay, I'm gonna have to rate it a 9.5 out of 10. I think Epic Games did such a good job on most of the gameplay mechanics and small little tweaks that a lot of people think don't make a huge difference, but they actually do. Another thing that makes a huge difference is the graphics. Now, as you may know, there were a ton of graphical changes. #1 being the OG grass. It used to be too tall before, but now it is perfect. It looks just like the original grass. There's still some tweaks that need to be made, but really it is not that big of a deal at all. But what is a big deal is the lighting in the sky. I feel like the Epic Games changed this so much with DirectX 11, DirectX 12, and performance mode. But I've also noticed that on console, it looks absolutely amazing. The graphics this season, I'm serious, guys. They're absolutely top tier. I also think they fixed some of the gun lighting whenever you pick them up. It used to look a little awkward in Season 3, but now everything looks amazing except for legendary weapons, but again, it's not a big deal at all. Overall, the design on this season was absolutely outstanding. I really think that Epic Games outdid themselves on this season, and they fixed majority of what they needed to. Personally, I'm going to have to give the graphics a solid 9.9 out of 10. You may be asking, well, Tricky, why? Well, in my opinion, I think the graphics actually look almost better than in the original Chapter 1. I know that might be controversial saying it, but I feel like they remastered the graphics so well. Before, they really did not look that good, and honestly, I didn't think that they would tweak with them at all, but in Season 4, it looks outstanding, and you still have good performance when you want to play with better graphics. But the thing that matters most to people, in my opinion, is the cosmetics. Now, in the recent OG pass of Season 3, it was not that good. I'll be honest with y'all. It felt very rushed, and I noticed that a lot of people really didn't play during Season 3, and that's when we had an all-time low player count for the OG mode. There was only really about 30 to 40,000 people on per day, and I don't blame anyone at all that didn't play during Season 3. Number one, because for me, it wasn't too nostalgic, and I feel like a lot of people didn't really start playing Fortnite up until Season 4, but they really just didn't hit the mark. They didn't hit the nail on the head. I'm hoping that Season 3 is the worst season that we will see across Chapter 1 in this permanent game mode. Now, the skins overall, I think they did a fantastic job on. Personally, the Technique Remix skin is one of my favorites by far. I also use her in my thumbnails a lot now, but I will say I also do like the Omega skin. I think one flaw about the Omega skin is that they should have made the lights a challenge instead of just giving it to you immediately. I feel like having quests in the game is just so much more fun, and it brings a different experience and also gives you a reason to grind the game. When there's more stuff to do in a game, usually it will keep people retained for much longer. That's why I think that in Chapter OG, when we had the customizable night, that's one thing that really made the pass just amazing compared to most. Now, the visitor skin, I didn't really expect them to do much. I thought it would be a bonus style. That was honestly what people were intending, since we only get 3 skins for the pass, and we thought maybe Epic would be a little bit generous and give us a Zoe remix skin and then throw the visitor in a bonus style, but no, we were not lucky at all. Honestly, on this pass, I'm gonna have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's still a very good pass, and I definitely think it's the best one that we've received so far, but I feel like they missed the mark on a lot of things in the past that potentially could have brought more players to the game mode. For the gameplay, we voted 9.5 out of 10. For the graphics, we voted 9.9 out of 10. And the cosmetics, we voted 7.5 out of 10. So I'm gonna sit here and give my overall rating. I think that Fortnite OG Season 4 is a 9.2 out of 10 in terms of being as close as possible to the OG season. But also, I do think that they made the game mode better by adding stuff like the rifts and the zip lines, and also the graphics. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord down below, where we will be doing giveaways. Shout out to everybody in my Discord that is using my creator code. I truly do appreciate it, and it really helps fund giveaways. Let me know your thoughts on OG Season 4 down in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.